Wait, what if the fate of a perfectly white shirt came down to 5 of the toughest stains found in everyday life? Today, we're putting one identical white cotton shirt against 5 dangerous stains under the exact same conditions. Each stain gets the same amount, the same time to soak in, and the same cleaning attempt. But here's the twist. Only one stain will truly survive. Some stains look terrifying at first, then disappear almost instantly. Others barely look noticeable, until they become impossible to remove. By the end of this experiment, one stain will prove why it's every laundry owner's nightmare. Let's begin. Our challenger is a brand new 100% white cotton shirt. 5 dangerous stains have entered today's battle. Coffee, ketchup, cooking oil, black permanent marker ink, fresh grass stains. Each stain gets its own section of the shirt, so they never overlap. Same amount, same fabric, same temperature, same waiting time. No stain gets an advantage. Before we start, pause for a second and leave your prediction in the comments. Which stain do you think will survive the cleaning test? Coffee, oil, ink, or something unexpected? Let's find out. First comes the coffee. It immediately soaks deep into the cotton fibers, creating a dark brown circle. Next is ketchup. It spreads much slower, leaving behind a thick, bright red patch. Now the cooking oil. At first, it almost looks harmless. But as light hits the shirt, the greasy stain begins spreading outward. Permanent marker ink is next. The black color instantly locks into the fabric, creating one of the darkest spots on the shirt. Finally, fresh grass. The green pigment rubs directly into the cotton, creating a stain that looks much worse than expected. Now we wait. The shirt sits undisturbed, while every stain has time to settle into the fabric. As the minutes pass, some stains begin changing. The oil spreads wider. The coffee dries darker. The ketchup becomes crusty. The grass fades slightly. The ink doesn't seem to move at all. Now it's time for the real challenge. Cleaning begins. Each section receives exactly the same treatment. Warm water. Laundry detergent. Gentle brushing. No special stain removers. No bleach. No shortcuts. The coffee begins fatting almost immediately. That's a surprise. The ketchup loses most of its bright red color after only a few scrubs. Grass starts lifting too, although faint green marks remain. Oil is different. Even after rinsing, the greasy shadow refuses to disappear. Then we reach the permanent marker. The black lines barely change. It looks almost untouched. After rinsing the shirt, the results are far from what we expected. Some stains are nearly gone. Others are only getting started. Many stains become much easier to judge after the fabric dries. As the shirt dries, the coffee becomes almost invisible. Ketchup leaves behind only a tiny discoloration. Grass is still noticeable, but much lighter. Then the oil begins showing itself again. The wet look disappears, yet a dull greasy ring remains. Finally, the permanent marker. It still looks almost exactly like it did before cleaning. Dark, sharp, deep inside the fibers. This battle is getting close. But we're not finished yet. One more cleaning attempt remains. The shirt now goes through one complete machine wash using the same detergent. No stain receives special treatment. Everything stays completely fair. After washing, the coffee is gone. Ketchup is nearly impossible to see. Grass becomes extremely faint. Oil is reduced, but the greasy outline still catches the light. Then everyone notices the same thing. The permanent marker barely changed. Even after everything we've tried, it refuses to let go. That makes today's winner painfully clear. from easiest to hardest. Coffee cleaned surprisingly well. Ketchup followed close behind. Grass held on longer than expected. Oil stayed visible because grease soaked deep into the cotton. But permanent marker proved to be the toughest stain of all. It survived every stage of today's challenge. If you guessed permanent marker before the experiment started, you called it. One stain survived today. But what happens if the worst stains don't fight separately? What if they're all combined into one impossible mess? That's exactly what we're testing next. In the next episode, I combined the worst stains together. I created a cleaning nightmare. Every stain from today's battle gets mixed into one horrifying super stain to see if anything can remove it. Click that video now and see whether the ultimate cleaning nightmare can finally be defeated. The experiment only gets more extreme from here.